Well, I'll tell you, I spent the better part of 2 days here shooting my broadheads at this new foam target I got. And I had some pretty disappointing results with these new heads that I got. So what I used last season is the Bloodsport Gravedigger 100 grain broadhead, a little hybrid with a cut-on contact blade up top. This thing, I mean, I had some poorly placed shots that didn't really pan out. Not the head's fault, that was my bad. I didn't put it in the right spot to do the right thing. But when they made contact, I mean, they did the business and they did it really well. So this season I bought the same. It's just the color's different. The grain weight is the same. 100 grain on this blue one here and 100 grain on this red one. Only difference is that this cut-on contact blade here is significantly wider than the older version. I thought, oh, well, that's great. Bigger cutting surface. I'm going to have a lot more success with that. This should be, a big bonus. And I think even the fold outs were a little bit bigger. But on shooting them against my foam target, I mean, I was all over the map. I went, just to make it scientific, this morning I went in order. I shot field tips, 100 grain field tips. Then I shot the 100 grain red Gravedigger broadheads. And then I shot the blue field tips and the blue Gravedigger broadheads, all just dead on, right where I wanted them. I even accidentally got a little too close with one of these things, nicked one of my arrows. But I mean, I was at 40 yards stacking them up and it was great. And then when I went and shot the red ones, I mean, it's just all over the map. I was missing the foam completely off to the side, top of the foam, bottom of the foam. I just couldn't get any consistency out of it. The only thing I can think of that made the difference, or maybe making the difference, and this is just me spitballing, is I have these much smaller fletchings on my arrows this season compared to the typical 2-inch fletchings that you might see, something like that. And I'm wondering if, because the cutting blade on my field tip is so much wider than the, what am I trying to say here? The fletchings, right? It sits out wider than the fletchings, that I may be losing a lot of stability in the arrow's flight because the fletchings aren't matching or greater than the size of the blade on the broadhead. With the old school ones here, the ones I had last season, that blade is roughly the same width as the fletchings here. And I'm thinking that's gotta be why this flew so much straighter with these guys on there than it did with the red ones. I just can't think of any other reason why, because it's the same grain weight. I checked them before. The arrows weigh exactly identical with the blue or the red. So it wasn't anything to do with that. They're not significantly wider. The shape of the body of it is the same. The only difference really is that the cut-on contact blade is just wider. And these things would just, I mean, it would off to the right, off the left, just all over the map. There wasn't a consistent, like, I kept missing to the right, so I could assume that, oh, it's me, or I just need to adjust my sight. I'd miss to the right on one, I'd go low to the left on the other one would be high right off the target. I just could not figure it out. So, all that being said, I'm just going to be using last season's broadheads. I thought I might try something new this year, but that didn't work out. I'm going to use the old trusted Gravedigger, Bloodsport Gravedigger 100 grain blue tip cut-on contact broadheads.